Yo, what's going on, guys? Great day. Hope all is well. Boule back in the building. Getting straight to it. So here we got EA, as y'all know. Starting off at the 4 hour. I'm really just seeing what price has been doing recently after it made its breaks, and overall, like saying, knowing that I got an overall downtrend. I noticed it did its pullback and reset. So from here, like I said, I'm just seeing the overall what's going on. Like I said, looking at the daily here, and yeah, I guess we got a little halt. I'm not sure what's going on, but before we actually get diving deep into it, I hope everyone is going well, having a blessed day, blessed year, blessed week. So here, boom, I dropped down to the 1 hour because I'm starting to see, like I said, it's breaking out from that zone, the major zone that I have marked out, and like I said, I'm really looking at where I want to get my entry at. Really, I do notice, like I said, we're going back bullish from the reset, so I just want to go down to lower time frames and. Like I said, just get where I want to get back in on my entry to ride the wave on the, on the downtrend. As we can see, my last idea I was looking at, it broke through there, and that's where I just knew, like, okay, bro, I'm gonna let it reset and come back later and find my entries. Before we had a call come in, but like I said, what I was saying was I'm just looking at to find my re-entries in on the sales. Like I said, we're bearish. Like I said, I'm seeing that it's making its lower highs, and like I said, on the leg that it's on now, it's on a retracement. And I'm not gonna talk y'all ears off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really, it's really basic. I'm sure now y'all are kind of seeing how I trade, what I'm looking at, and yeah. So like I said, I'm just refining my zones. I'm saying I'm marking out this zone here. I'm seeing that price could definitely um, reject off of this area here. So like I said, this is really my next area where I'll be looking at entries. I'm seeing it's respecting that high, got a fair value gap, tapped into that fair value gap, and like I said, it's respecting price, it's respecting those highs. So I just went on ahead and got in some entries on that 5 minute. 5 minute chart, like I'm clearly seeing that once it reverse, not once it reverse, but like I said, just continue going into the overall trend that I see it in. And of course, I could have got in the zone above it and got in there, but like I said, we're still close to that overall the resistance zone. The entry where I'm still, no matter what, like you can see that support zone became resistance. So that's usually how it goes. You should be able to use the same zone if it's an actual significant zone, and I'm able to now kind of spot those out without having any extra tools. As you can see, my background is pretty much plain. I'm just looking at what the market is doing itself, what the charts is doing, what the candles are showcasing. You know what I'm saying? Just Gotta try to make it a little bit easier than having a whole bunch of lines and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's my overall play. I'm bullish. That's why I just put the buy side on the 4 hour, buy side entry on the 4 hour. But like I said, as I'm breaking it down, going down each time frame to really find that actual entry to, you know what I'm saying? As I can see, I'm noticing like while I'm looking at it, okay, boom, it could definitely break out from this box because it wicked out from the box, came back, kind of closed but under it, and it's starting to, you know what I'm saying, continue back up. And I'm also seeing how I took out the liquidity on those lows to the left. And once it took out those liquidity, it broke out to the upside. Now it's in this next zone. So once it breaks this zone here, I'm targeting that next zone right there. Simple. They say I could tell that it's on a bullish trend. So I'm just gonna follow the trend all the way through. Not gonna try to do anything to make it, you know what I'm saying, make it even more complicated. Because at the end of the day, it's higher highs, lower lows, and consolidation. Once you can spot out the two, it kind of makes it a bit easier to, you know what I'm saying, get in your trade. And also, you gotta know what price is going to, but the trend should be able to tell you. If not, you know what I'm saying. So like I said, I'm seeing that it got these lows. I want to respect these zones that I'm marking out here so I can know that it's going to continue to buy up. I also see that price can definitely do a little pullback before just, you know what I'm saying, taking off. And I believe that's exactly what it did tonight. So with this trade, I'm looking for it to play until it gets into the time frame. Not the time frame, the time zone, you know what I'm saying, that it trades in. And I went on ahead and put in a buy on this one as well. So I got a sell on EA, a buy on GJ. But like I said, I'm also seeing price could definitely do a retracement. So here, it could have been an early trade, but knowing how much you got to risk, as long as you're not over leveraging or anything like that, it definitely could have been something you could got into as well. Just like I said, as long as you got your stop loss set out and your alert set, you're good to go. But like I said, I seen that break above that zone. So I'm like, yeah, man, we're finna get ready to sprout up. And like I said, here I just go ahead and let the gang know, you know what I'm saying? Once you're in the Telegram and Discord, you actually get live call outs. So while I'm sending in plays, I'm usually on the charts live, so you can actually get the play before I even send it in. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the things about just being tapped in for real. And like I said, I'll go ahead and make sure before I just send it in. I don't want to just send in a play that I'm not in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of bad business in a sense. It's like, yeah, I'm going to tell you to go do something, but I'm not going to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? I always put in my trade first, and then we're going to send it out. All right. So I also, one of the guys called out a NAS buy, so I was looking at XPX and seeing what I could see on that as well. Overall, I see it tapped into that zone there at the bottom, and it's been bullish. It's been extremely bullish since then. So here I'm just watching things. like I said, I'm expecting this pullback. I got my alert set as well, so even if it taps that alert, I'll just get up, watch it, see what it's doing in that zone. Because like I said, that green box I got right here, I definitely see price coming and tapping into that box. So like I said, I got an entry here, but the best entry would have been on the retracement of this move, and we're just watching it. I just want to see what's going on. We're getting closer toward the time zone of this pair to really start working out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm just going back and forth between my two trades at the current moment, just watching it before you know what I'm saying, before the moves start moving. And these candles, like I could see that it wants to come down, but the way that they're setting up, the bears aren't as strong. You could tell that the buyers are. They're coming in to push up. Excuse me, I got the hiccups crazy right now, but yeah, they got the buyers coming in crazy. So here is the next morning. We have TP1. It almost got tapped, bro. But we're still in this trade. But now that I see it's that second rejection off that reset, I got right back in it as soon as I woke up. So now we're in two trades, getting ready to close out on one of them once we get in that zone, and then we're letting the second one ride. And depending on your risk, you could definitely go in double whammies on that on that second trade. And here we got GJ. As you can see, it kind of pulled back from that area we was at last night. But like I said, that was before the time zone actually started. GJ is usually London to New York type of movements. And as you can see, we broke through that zone, came back, pulled back a little bit. Now we're just continuing on the highs. And now I'm seeing the next area for it to pull back to and keep respecting that bullish trend. Because like I said, once it make those highs, like that arrow I got to the left, it is broke those highs. And like I said, it's gonna pull back a little bit. But on that pullback, I wanted to continue to respect those lows. Boom, we have here the next morning. As you see, GJ took off. And my purple entry, I got a re-entry in. This was about one afternoon. But got the re-entry on that purple line on that downtrend. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to reject off this zone here, but continue on the downtrend in the current trade that I'm in. Like I said, I'm just watching what price is doing, seeing what it could do in the near future. So I got my alert set. Once you're in that trend, it's about riding those waves, man. You're gonna get about 2 to 3 cycles at least. If you catch them on a higher time frame, to where you go down to a smaller time frame, you can see this. This is definitely 2 cycles, 3 cycles that it's been doing from the very top resistance. And like I said, it's making its way down to those support areas. It's really a simple, guys. It's the other things that come into play when it comes with trading, man. It goes in hand with life. It goes in hand with everything you're doing. It shows you the type of person you are. It shows the type of, it's everything, man. And so with just knowing that, you just gotta just take it one day at a time, man, and be, you know what I'm saying, like dedicated to really what you're doing, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, It's you versus you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm just going through everything so y'all can see kind of overview what's going on. Nothing too crazy, nothing too major. But yeah, man, just gotta stay locked in, y'all. We're in this ride together, brother, sister. Let's do it. Let's continue being great. And at the end of the day, it's enough for us out here for us to all win.